President Biden is having a hell of a week, Dex. One hell of a week. Sleepy Joe is souped up on life and oxygen. It all started the day after last week's show when President Biden wandered off to the side of his stage, having everyone saying, "What the hell is he doing?" It's like he tried to recover halfway through and didn't know what he was doing. We wish President Biden the absolute best. Like the stumbles there, I thought he was actually about to fall.
Like he
forgot. And it doesn't look like he was like playing with someone. You like when someone acts like they're about to fall and then they like point at you and say, "Oh yeah, I'm joking." No, that's not really not what happened.
It almost like I'm starting to believe those robot rumors too, because the way he moved was like it was like a person they lost control of the controller, then they picked it up and made him do a little something and then put him back to where he's supposed to be. He might be a sim character.
Let's look at it one more. You think that was a mistake or purposeful? Welcome to the show, Ty.
Hey.
How are you? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm just tired.
The plumbing's all good? Everything's straight?
Yeah, actually, it takes a lot behind the scenes to be able to get me to do the show peacefully here. So
much like it takes a lot for Joe Biden to stand up straight at a podium.
Oh, that was nothing but a brain job.
It is kind of funny though that people aren't really talking about this. People are leaving this Joe Biden thing along. And when Mitch McConnell did something very similar,
Mitch froze. It was not very similar at all.
Mitch froze. This was like when they get that dementia setting in, and they had just a slight little freeze and a little confused. That's all. I mean, he's getting old. I mean, the reality of the situation is we're all sitting around looking at Donald Trump and looking at Joe Biden. It's like, see, look, they're old. Yeah, they are. If y'all want old people to be your presidents, then that's what they're going to be doing. I don't think it means he can't be president. He just is old. He is old. He had a little brain jump, just like your grandfather. It just is what it is. We have old people in office. Joe Biden's almost 90 years old.
He acts it and looks it. Donald Trump's almost 80 years old, and he doesn't act it or look it.
Most of us would have kicked the bucket like 5 years ago. Yeah,
well, he's been president. After that, Biden continued on his hellacious pace of the week. He decided to hit up Howard Stern, another old guy, and they went on Howard Stern's new show called The Geriatric Club. No, I'm just like,
wait, what?
I was like, wait, what?
The Breakfast Club, The Geriatric Club. And this is what President Biden had to say about Trump.
Can I tell you a fantasy I had? I don't know if you're going to debate your opponent.
I am somewhere. I don't know when. I'm happy to debate it.
There you go. So he's happy to debate.
He looks like Bill O'Reilly.
He's sitting up there in that seat.
Can I tell you a fantasy I had? I don't know if you're going to debate your opponent.
I am somewhere. I don't know when. I'm happy to debate it.
Propped up with that microphone.
And you can't say you don't know something, because then people are going to start saying you can't remember. Like you got to be careful with that. Also, Howard Stern is 72. Why is everybody 70? I feel like we got into the year 2024 and everybody just became 70 years old. Like this is like it's like a pandemic again. Like what's happening here? It's an epidemic.
And then after that, he spoke at this year's White House Correspondents Dinner, which is something that the president usually speaks at.
I want to thank you for the warm welcome. But please, not so loud. Donald was listening. Sleepy Don. I kind of like that. I may use that again. It's been a year since I delivered this speech, and my wife Jill was with me tonight, was worried how I do. I told her, don't worry. Just like riding a bike. She said, that's what I'm worried about. Of course, the 2024 election's in full swing. And yes, age is an issue. I'm a grown man running against a 6-year-old. Well, I feel great. I really feel great.
convincing. You like that? Did you like that, Ty? Do you feel like he straightened up?
Again, Joe Biden is old. He's doing things. His jokes are old. I mean, he's old. I don't understand why.
Wait, so you didn't think that was funny?
I think the jokes were grandpop jokes.
I thought that was so funny.
You think they were written for him? Or think he came up with himself?
You know, sitting with the old folks and listening to them talk. I mean, they still have their
ramble on
ways, and they're rambling, and they're, you know, it's just an interesting time. I wouldn't typically recommend that they become president. However, that's the situation we're in. It's this old guy versus that old guy. It's not like us picking apart their 2-year age difference. Like, I don't really give a crap about that.
I think what he said was so funny, like the bike thing, because then you think about it.
Was funny.
When he fell off the bike.
Yeah, so then like that's funny. He's fucking funny things he does, and then he's like, you know, I'm a grown man going against a 6-year-old because Donald Trump is like a child. I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny. If I was deciding who I would vote on based on who's funnier, I think right now Joe might have my vote because he's funny.
Now, don't get too far out of yourself. Well, those are like wholesome grandfather jokes. Trump is wildly inappropriate and ridiculous, and that's also funny. It depends on your brand of comedy.
So we had we had Biden, I should say, at a speech where he trailed off. Then we had him on Howard Stern. Then he hit the White House Correspondents Dinner, and then he ate a salad.
This is Joe trying to eat a bite of salad. Just watch. Just watch. This man has a nuclear code. Look. That's the president of the United States. The man who's going to push back on Russia, China, North Korea. Are you kidding me?
It looks like he ate a salad to me. I'm not sure what he was.
I don't understand what was wrong with it.
I do.
What's wrong with it?
I do. Because you don't eat no salad like that. You stab that salad up and then you stick it in your mouth.
He was balancing probably an olive or something on a fork.
No, it wasn't no olive. It was a piece of lettuce. And he was like, the kids be young. He was like, here comes the train. He's like, chugga, 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 chugga.
I can't.
And this is the same way. Let's not do this because the same way how Donald Trump struggled to use that to drink out of a water bottle when he used 2 hands.
Okay, we did make fun of that. You're right.
We were all over it. So Joe's struggling to get that fork.
I don't think this was struggling though. I think he was just moving.
Well,
slowly.
it was in slow motion.
I feel like he was eating a salad the way people who have maintained thinness their whole lives eat everything.
Get that
slowly. The big ones, they stuff all that food in their mouth. That.
Well, guess what? When I be stabbing that salad up, and I'd be like, let me stick that in there. I guess.
There's something that you and him do not have in common. He's maintained something that you have failed to do.
Oh, wow. Jeez. So no problems there with the salad for Ty. There we go. But polls today have shown that he trails Trump right now by more than 6 points. Last week we told you it was about 3, or 2 weeks ago I think it was 3, and now it's jumped to 6.
I've never seen this. Every poll I've ever seen said Biden was winning. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
This was a CNN poll.
Oh wow,
that was released 2 days ago.
Okay.
I don't trust these polls though because they'll be asking people like, "Oh, what do you think you're about to do?" And then people will say like, "Oh, I'm going to do this," or "I'm going to do that." I will never forget the fact that Hillary Clinton was winning in like literally every poll, and then what happened on election night? She didn't.
Do you think an active week like this helps or hurts President Biden? Should he be more in the spotlight? Should he be less in the spotlight? How is a week like this fair for President Biden?
So personally, go ahead, Ty.
I think it would be worse if he started hiding. Like we talked about that running mate he has. Like he needs to be out there proving that he can keep up with the schedule because people are impressed by that. I personally would be okay if he, had a little bit of rest, but people are not.
Trump's not out campaigning, so I think there's a pressure on him to get out there and take advantage of this opportunity because Trump is stuck in court 4 days a week. So Trump really can't get out like that.
Don't mind if I pop this pill online, deal.
Okay.
I truthfully no, I think it's actually it doesn't matter because like people are going to make excuses for him. So like if Joe Biden can't eat a salad, it's because the rest of us are fat. Joe Biden he makes his jokes, whatever. It's like, oh, they're so funny. Like he can to his base, he can do no wrong. So it's like one of those things where it's like it doesn't matter. But to the other side, he can do no right. So it literally like whatever he does, it does not matter. And I think the same thing applies to Donald Trump too. Like whatever they do, it's fine to their base, and then to the other side, like it's wrong because literally there's no agreement on the two of them.
Yeah, I think we're playing to the middle here when it comes to both of them, because there are people right now whose minds have been made up and are made up right now. And they're playing to that middle ground that I'm not sure that maybe Donald Trump wouldn't be so bad, or maybe like they're playing to those people. Like most of us are pretty solidly like, you're going in the booth, you're not voting for Trump. You're going in the booth, you're not voting for Biden. You don't care how many campaigns he can go on.
They've both been around forever, so it's like they're not going to change. We know who they are by now.
Yeah, so it's like it's really no point. I mean, they're playing to that undecided group,
spending up people's money, and they should be really donating those hundreds of millions of dollars they get to campaign, because I think it costs actually close to $1 billion now to run a presidential campaign.
Yeah, donate that to Ukraine.
They should start doing
instead of giving them our tax money, right?
Yeah, instead of giving them $1 trillion a year, like donate y'all campaign money to them,
or donate it to the Student Loan Coalition, so more people can be like Ty, financially free and able to move around.
I said they took a lot of them. They didn't take all of them. There are people.
He said I wouldn't go that far. Joe, you still got to work for them.